It's Week 13 of the NFL.
And we'll see this team's speedy running back.
He should be a busy man out of the backfield.
Great game in store for y'all.
And it's coming up next.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw.
Lucky Week 13 is underway. Everyone hoping for some good fortune as we enter the home stretch. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And we'll take a glance at their seventh-year QB.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Throwing to start this game. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Another throw coming on 2nd and 10. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
They'll send out the punting unit. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So they come on offense now, ready for their opening drive. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, middle of their teammates. But let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you can see some of those nerves slipping through.
And he's able to push this ahead to around the 27. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Trying the right side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Play action on 1st down. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First down from the red zone. Short pass brought in. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Chased out to his right, and he drives this forward to the 6.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up third and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got fourth down. So they send out the field goal units and try for 3 on this one. A very short kick here from the right hash. The 13-year pro still doing what he does as he puts this through. And that will get them on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
On the return, here's Gibson. He stopped on the return at the 27. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Connects on the crosser. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. Putting the tight end in motion. Pass play on 1st and 10. Finds the in route complete. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Just lost his focus and jumped. It's not a huge penalty, but it is a costly one because it gives him enough for a first down. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
And he's in for the touchdown. These guys pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that, that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
That one right down the middle. And these guys take a 4-point lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Another drive coming up for this offense. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You gotta think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's got it over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its stride. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
To throw it on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 24. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that gives them the 1st. Working inside the red zone. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Free play here. Let's see what he does. And that one is incomplete. There's a flag down, though. If someone was across that line, this could end in a 1st down after all. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Automatic 1st down.
So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys push their lead to 3. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense ready to take the field now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll throw on first. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's into the end zone, touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys take a 4-point lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Throwing now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 31. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Their punter making his way out now. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. First and 10, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Setting up a throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Here comes their offense out again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Throwing the out route complete.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 37. Has it downfield, working the left. Down to the 10. And he's in. Touchdown. These guys get some late points and the lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys push their lead to 3. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. On the return, here's Gibson. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Now this offense ready to head back out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. To the air now on 1st and 10. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
2nd and 10 now. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Working quickly here. 3rd down from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. The tight end going in motion right. They'll throw it again. He's got a man left. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 8. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Completed to his running back. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. One final shot before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, we thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Brings in the kick at the 9. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive in the second half. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. They've got first down from the 31. Airing it out to start this drive. Looking slant route complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back now, pressure on its way. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. He'll look to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And that hit stops him in his tracks. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll give him a first down. He's going to throw this one. He's on the move. Oh, he's calling his own number again.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
From just shy of midfield on second down. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give him a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
After 24-yard line.
From the 24. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Throwing the out route complete. And as he goes out of bounds, we've got a flag on the play, likely against the defense.
Offside, defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still first down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on 1st down. They'll throw it. Has it in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Going ground on 1st and goal. Runs it in for the touchdown. These guys grab the lead on their first series of the half. Brock, we all use literally far too often these days, and sometimes in the wrong context, but this guy has literally driven his team to a lead here. His 2nd score puts him in front in this 2nd half.
Yeah, and hopefully some of that determination, that want to, he showed on that run could seep over to his defenders who are right now buckling up with a newly acquired lead. That way the next time he takes the field, well, that lead will still be on the board.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. This offense making its way back out now. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Hits him on the out route. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Complete to number 14.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Short side option here. He's running left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll give him a 1st down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They're throwing it. Has it in close. Touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Has this at the 6. Oh, he shows a burst on his return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They go play action on 1st. Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And they're going to have a 1st down. Back to throw. The rush gets home, and they stick him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Right up the gut. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. They'll get 6 on the run, but still need twice that now. 3rd and 12 coming up.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spot. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Looking to the air here. Short pass brought in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Hauled in left side. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Pass play now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down.
You know, one of the beauties of the game of football is it never sits still. It's constantly adapting. And that nickel defense right there, critical in taking the ball away. And when you think about nickel defense, you think about Rondé Barber, won the Hall of Fame in the summer of 2023, really revolutionizing the position of the nickelback. That nickel defender and that nickel defense, critical in that takeaway we just saw.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. The offense getting set to go. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Looking to throw. That heater is going to fall to the turf.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic 1st down.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And he takes this ahead to the 40-yard line before going down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys with a little more work to do to win it here. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And they wrap him up after a short push to the 42. They've got to keep moving quick here. Throwing now. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. Back out runs their offense. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. He'll look to throw it. It is cut left side. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Setting up to pass. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Here he is to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 44. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Looking to throw it. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And as he accumulates catches this season, Brock, some have stuck out to us more than most. And we had one of them on that last drive as he's reached a significant milestone for himself this year. Now we're on the counter. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Return coming from the 6. And a great return has the offense just a touch shy of midfield as they start this drive. The offense headed back to the field. And they fought hard, not just against their opponents on the field, Brock, but the tens of thousands of opponents in the stands. And it's led them to a chance to now silence everybody here in overtime. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. Back to throw now. Caught, nice gain left side. He does it, touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird? In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It was a great effort from our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.